Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and it's about time. What I have here is the 2016 Ford Mustang EcoBoost. Yes, I'm finally getting to drive this Mustang with the EcoBoost engine. So again, I would like to thank everyone here at the DEC here in San Rafael, Mandaluyong and to Sir JP for making this muscle car month all possible and for my 10,000 subscribers special. So I just literally came from the 2018 Ford Mustang GT 5-liter V8, the facelift model. And what a coincidence, and thank goodness, I have both cars side by side. You can see the differences between both variants, and being an earlier model year, yeah, the face, for me, this one looks a little bit better than the current one. I don't know why. It's something looks so vintage, which will be the theme of this review. And you can see as well in the hoods of both cars, this one has much more aggressive lights despite to being a 4-cylinder engine. And another key difference that you can tell that this is the EcoBoost 4-cylinder variant. You still get 255 series tires at front, but for the rear, it's still the same at 255, unlike the V8 which gets 275. And of course, I want to show you, I'm kind of excited with this one. Pairing this 2016 Ford Mustang is this 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that produces 310 horsepower and 434 newton meters of torque. Okay, it's way down on power than that of the V8. However, with this engine, of course, it's around more or less 100 kilograms lighter than that of the V8. And I heard a lot of reviews and owners that this is a little bit more fun to throw around in the twisties, which is kind of my thing. And interesting enough, I never knew this is as well my first time with the pre-facelift model and with this engine. This is not mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, but this is the older Getrag 6-speed automatic transmission. So I expect the gearing to be a bit longer, which is given. And of course, being a Mustang, it was really designed to fit the V8 engine. But with this 2.3-liter engine, as you can see, there's a lot of space here, which, I mean, is cool, I would say, given with its weight advantage too. And unlike with the V8 engine, you get a massive air filter here on the right side. And I've never thought be excited to see these words, EcoBoost, on the engine. And given its price, which I'll get on later in the video, it's kind of in my budget. So, yeah. Now here on the side profile and at the rear of these Mustangs, so pre-facelift and the facelift model, you can see the differences with the front fascia. But when it comes to the rear quarter panel up to the rear itself, it's generally been the same. And of course, with this generation of Mustang, this is definitely my favorite. There's nice curves here and there. As mentioned with all of my Mustang reviews so far, this gives a lot of more sports car vibes rather than a muscle car. And that's why it's one of the most popular cars here in our market today. And you can see too the differences now being an EcoBoost and the GT V8. You get a full Mustang badge. To be honest, I kind of prefer that than the GT. If I were to own this or even the V8, I would literally swap this for which engine I'll go for. And you can see the taillights are pretty much the same layout. However, you can see a little bit more aggressive streaks here with the facelift model. But what's been the same though is the boot. It's pretty much the same amount of space. You can fold all of the seats down. You get the subwoofer on the right side and a tire compressor kit just underneath. And another main difference being now this, the EcoBoost variant, you get only dual exhaust pipes. For the facelift model, it's quad. What is it? I know. No. It's okay. It's okay. No. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Oh. But if not mistaken, even this pre-facelift model, whatever engine you get, it's only a dual exhaust. That's why you only can tell the difference within the sound. So this is the interior of this Mustang EcoBoost. In the door card, well, even up, I think, to the current generation, it's been exactly the same. And then here on the left side, you get your air conditioning vent and light controls. And I will let you hear this. Now, this is what you get when you have an EcoBoost. Yeah, it's a four-cylinder. I have no hate with this car with the sound, whatever, if it's the V8 or this one. I don't know, it's kind of like my thing. I mean, I'm sitting in my college dream cars. We can't wait to show this to all of my college friends that I'm driving all the Mustangs recently. Being this now the pre-facelift model compared with that, the facelift with the V8, I dig this interior a little bit more now. And I don't know why, maybe it's this silver trim that stretches across the dashboard, gives it a more vintage look. And what I like too with this EcoBoost, maybe as well for this pre-facelift models, is they get your Mustang emblem, but you get the year as well since 1964. When it's just the facelift and the current ones, it just says Mustang. So I love the bit of heritageness here with this 2016 model. And another big difference now, you get an analog tachometer and speedometer with a digital display right in the middle, which of course have a lot of information. And I think it's the same too with the V8. And I love the drive modes right here, the toggle this. You get normal, sport, track, snow wet mode. I don't know why you need the snow wet in our country, but I mean for a typhoon prone country, I think that will come in handy. Of course, like with the V8, I will leave it this in Sport Plus only. And even though you toggle it to track, there's like a special thing you need to do with this car. Here with the infotainment system, this is a big difference now with this pre-facelift model. I think this is the older Ford Sync 2 model, and I mean it's responsive here and there. There's not even onboard navigations, but you can still control all of your the vehicle settings, the climate control function. No Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's a little bit of a turn off for me. However, this is an old car. I'm willing to forgive it. And then here, you have a reverse camera with a zoom in function. Actually, it's the same quality which you get in the facelift model. Anyways, steering wheel, again, pretty much the same. Being now the pre-facelift model, you don't get the Mustang button for your exhaust note for obvious reasons. Still get the plastic paddle shifters, but it's not the long ones that I've just driven earlier. That's just custom made. Physical knobs and buttons for your infotainment system and your climate control functions. And sadly, there's no seat ventilations and heating functions anymore. But again, this is the older model. Gear shift, 2 cup holders with ambient light, ashtray, manual handbrake, center console box with your halogen light, USB port, SD card slot, and a 12-volt socket with, again, the decent amount of space. The glove box, again, is the same with the facelift model. However, one key difference that I found is the seats. These are recliner seats compared to the normal everyday seats of the facelift model. This is much more sportier than usual. Very interesting choice with this older model. And like that of the facelift, you get one safety reminder above here only for your passenger airbag, halogen lights, visor, get halogen lights with vanity mirrors on either side, and of course, very good. And yeah, like with the facelift model, since this is the same generation, you still get rear seats. However, it's kind of small. My feet and knees alright. My head is already hitting the rear windscreen, but I don't mind it. At least still, you can carry 4 people here if needed. So, like what I said, in the current generation S650, yeah, it has a little bit more space than usual now. But for the price of this, I have nothing to complain about. At this time of the shoot, by the way, not when this was brand new. Right, let's go for a drive. Right, this is it, driving the Mustang EcoBoost. One thing I need to mention again, unlike the facelift model, everything here is manually adjusted for all of the seats, which I don't mind whatsoever since you all know me, I'm a bit of an old school. With an old school car. And unlike with the V8, of course, this is not as epic just going out here of the garage itself. However, I mean, it's still a Mustang. And here now, let's try manual mode. Ooh, wow. All right. Right. You can tell the difference between the sound already. However, oh, okay, this is why a lot of people still like this EcoBoost engine. There's a lot of turbo whistle coming into the cabin. Right. However, handling wise of this, I can tell it's night and day difference. This is so much easier to tow around. The turbo whistle is insane. So if not mistaken too, this engine was as well present in the Focus RS. Whoa! Right, the torque of this is insane. Yeah, it's like more than 100 down than that of the V8. However, gives you all of the boost in the world. And not to my surprise, there's barely turbo lag at all. And I understand now why. This is a little bit more fun to use in a way. Right, the highlight of this, yeah, it's the handling. I mean, it's no, like a Japanese two-seater sports car. You all know what that is already. Yeah, this is surprisingly so much easier to push. I've not put this in track mode for obvious reasons. Holy wow. Okay, it's not as scary or as violent as the V8. Make no mistake. However, the gearing is a little bit long. However, it does manage all the power at least, since it's a long gear and then all of the boosts are somewhere in the mid-range. And look at the U-turns, just 3 lanes. Right, not much throttle delay too. Yeah, just a slight turbo lag only if you're in automatic mode. But oh, wow. Finally got to drive one of my college dream cars, but this time with the 4-cylinder engine. And the ride, yeah, you can hear a bit of suspension thuds here and there, but I'm willing to forgive it because this is the older model year, and it's, of course, I can understand now why the facelift of this was a little bit more popular now than usual, because I did a lot of suspension tweaks and VH here. I mean, the NVH is not bad whatsoever, but I can feel the rides just a little bit, had more stiffer. But I can tell the V8 might be a little bit more crashy. This one, yeah, being the 4-cylinder, it's, yeah, again, easier to throw around. It's much lighter on its feet, and that got all the boost in the world. And as a daily, is ideal more than the V8. So what I said too in my facelift review, if you're watching this for the first time, so comparing only with the V8, someone who lives in Lebis and commutes to work daily using the V8 all the way to Las Piñas. So what I'm showing you is just a rough estimation. They're only doing 22 to 25 kilometers only going there. The V8 already consumed more than 1/4 of tank. Imagine going back. This one, yeah, you can tell this one's a little bit more fuel efficient. Sorry, way more fuel efficient. Going around here in Mandaluyong only, compared with the facelift V8, I did 4.8 kilometers per liter. This one, a whopping 8.2 kilometers per liter. Yeah, of course, I would love the V8. It's literally Mustang of all Mustangs. But the EcoBoost is a lot better than I expected. And here as a daily, don't have to hoon it that much. You're not gonna annoy a lot of your neighbors since it's much more quiet. But the 4 cylinders sounds really, really good, not to my surprise. And despite as well the long hood, it's so easy to drive. You get used to this pretty quickly. It's not comparing like with that of the current generation S650 model. Not bad with this 6-speed automatic compared with the 10. I noticed the 10-speed at lower speeds just a little bit rougher sometimes than usual. This one is surprisingly really good. And now to the price. So this specific one is 1.7 million pesos. So for the price of that, you already can get a base Ford Everest Trend or even a Japanese 5-door off-roader, which I've driven recently. I think with that price, I know what to get. Oh my God. Right. That concludes my review of this Mustang EcoBoost. I'm in love. I'm so in love. So again, I would like to thank everyone here at the DEC and to Sir JP for making this review possible for this 10,000 subscriber muscle car special. May consider getting this Mustang EcoBoost. Right. 1.7 million pesos. I don't think there's any better car for this. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more muscle cars here at the DEC. Bye-bye.